Hey there guys, and welcome back to Hursty Games, and welcome to episode 2 of our Road to Glory. So as you can see on the screen now is the team that we're currently going with. It's the team that we've managed to build from the very beginning, which is pretty good. And the first thing I did was just do a couple of the little daily objectives, starter objective things that I've redeemed a couple of coins for. But we do get some games played today, but we also opened some bronze packs. So this is the first thing I did to try and make some coins for this account. I did the 400 bronze packs and hopefully get something good. And actually in this first pack, we did get something pretty good. We managed to get a BPL player, a striker with a fairly decent looking bronze card, and he did manage to make us some money. So I listed him up for, it was around 500 coins, and then the other players I just listed up as well, hoped that they would go for something. And the whole point of this method, if you've never heard of the bronze pack method, is you open the 400 coin bronze packs and you list pretty much everything, or most things, not all of the consumables and stuff, but most things, and even if 2 of those items sell, you've broke even again. So, I mean, 3 things selling for 200 each, you broke even. You know, it's that straightforward. So that one card going for 500, everything else is straight profit if anything else sold. So it's not a bad method to start off with. We only had, it was around 1,000 coins, so there wasn't too much we could actually do straight away anyway. So I thought, you know what, we'll keep the fitness cards. Most other things we'll either list up or we will quick sell. I probably should have kept those contracts, but because we've already kind of got gold players in and around the team, then I thought adding 1 contract onto a player isn't that beneficial. So, but then again, neither are 4 coins, but I just went with that as the option. I opened the second one because we could only afford 2 at the time. Wasn't as good as the first one, but we did get an English league player, again Spanish, so again a good nation in an English league, so nice and helpful. And I did the exact same thing. I had those players in there, I listed them up. We've got a lot of badges and things there, which kind of sucks. It's the things you don't necessarily want. Every now and again you can get a rare kit or something that sells. We did also get 100 coins, so that was nice and helpful. But otherwise, a bit of a sort of semi-average 400 coin pack, but then again, it's a 400 coin bronze pack. I wasn't expecting a Pele. But it's an idea that I'm going to use and start using at the beginning of this Road to Glory to try and build up the coins a little bit before I can actually like trade with players properly. Also, the market is very much finding its feet at the moment, so the market is kind of here, there and everywhere, so there's no guarantees on this market. But I thought I would go straight in and I would go for the Road to Glory, I would go for the Foot Champs, qualification. Now, if you didn't know, you can't use more than 4 players from the same league, so I thought, well, that messes me up because I've got an all Premier League team. So I had to make a specific Foot Champs team, and actually I was quite happy with it. It was something a little bit different. I wouldn't have necessarily gone for it, but you can see it just being finished on the screen here. We've got some English League players in there, so we've got some League 2, League 1 and Championship. We have a couple of Premier League players sort of in and around on the bench, but we got some Dutch League players in goal, centre-back and right-back. So we got a 96 chem because we had a striker at left wing. Sadly, we didn't have any left wing players that would fit into the team. But I thought the team itself looks okay. A bit here, there and everywhere, but we went straight in. This is the first team we came up against, and actually it's very similar to our team. A few gold players, a couple of bronze players, and not quite max chemistry, but very nearly there. So I thought it should be a nice even game. Give ourselves a good chance on this first actual proper Road to Glory game. Now on these highlights, I'm showing you not all of the like best chances and everything, but I'm showing you a few, and the first chance went to them 100%, as you can see there. But most of the things I will show you are goals, so that we can just move on through this. But from that save, we actually made a very good counter-attack. Just slowed it down a little bit, but Gallagher is somebody that I'm really looking forward to using more and more. You'll see more of him later in this episode, but we do manage to go 1-0 up. Lee with a nice cross-goal finish, and you're going to see a lot of those as well, just on this channel in general. But Gallagher doing some great hold-up play and finding Lee on the little run through. That was pretty much it for the first half. So in the second half, they knock it around nicely. We haven't got the best keeper. It's a fairly straightforward goal, again across the goal, so keep that in mind. That's going to happen a lot this year. But it is 1-1. It was quite an even game at this point. Like I said, the first half, those were the only 2 real proper chances that I felt were worthy of a highlight. But we did manage to pick up the ball in the midfield here with Lee, who finds Gallagher, who just powers on through, hedges. But this is a great finish. Look at this. First touch on the volley, chips it over their keeper. A gold 79 rated keeper, and Gallagher just scores that for fun. Now, I don't normally watch them, but I watched the replay on this because it was such a good goal. Like I said, it was just that first touch, didn't even let it bounce. Fantastic finish. And obviously, the more goals and things we can get, the more coins we can start building, which is all beneficial. It all adds up. But it's always nice to score a nice goal. Again, a lucky pick up here with Gallagher, but again you'll see Gallagher nice and good on the ball, cross the goal, finesse into that far corner, making it 3-1, kind of holding the game off for us now. That gives us a nice 2-goal cushion that we can be nice and comfortable with, but we weren't done there. We decide just build up nice and slow. With a team like this, you've got to have the correct build up. You can't rush it, and I'm going to call him Gilby. Again, cross the goal, bottom corner, it's not being saved, and he gives us a little bow here, as you'll see, just to say thank you very much, 4-1, we'll take it. So the game kind of peters out a little bit nearer the end. A good little chance from them, but we do break it down, and that is the end of the game. 4-1 it finishes. You'll see here how many coins we get. We do have some coin boosts on. I don't think I actually showed that at the start, but we do have a coin boost on, giving us 200 coins for I think it's 10 or so games. So 748 coins from the first game is really, really helpful. If nothing else, that's pretty much 2 bronze packs, so that's a good way of looking at it. I checked to see what sold. Oh no, sorry. Firstly, I checked some consumables that were on the market to check how much squad fitnesses were going for bronze. And they were going for 400 to 500, depending on how much they timed out for. A couple of little objectives achieved there, which again gives us a nice couple of coin boosts. We're slowly building up those coins. I will see in a second. Oh, it didn't show how many coins we had. But Hemmings got injured, so we had to bring in Rafinha, who has a very good looking card actually. If you have a budget team or you can't necessarily afford some big players, Rafinha is actually somebody to look at. His card really, really impressed me on this little little opening of FIFA. But we come up against a very, very strong set of players, but a bit all over the place with chemistry. 61 chemistry, but some fantastic players in there. I mean, an informed Fabianski was always going to be a pain. But a nice little through ball there at the start, and Gallagher with an early chance, but it does just go wide. It would have been nice to get the early goal straight away. But the build-up here was really, really crucial. Just passing it around well, finding the space. We do get a little bit lucky that the defender runs away from that, but the pass through was fantastic, and the goal itself from Lee was again really, really good. He really does push up well from that midfield position. Again, the build-up plays nice here. Again, a little bit lucky. Rafinha takes the shot, it drops back to Gallagher from the save, and Gallagher does pop it in for a 2-0 lead just before half-time. It was quite a straightforward game at this point, nothing too stressful. The first half was nice and straightforward. I think it was fairly even from the stats. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure I'll look at them in a second. But the thing to bear in mind with these teams at the moment is that it's not the finalised team. This is definitely not the finalised team, but it's getting there. It's getting to a good position where I feel comfortable. And look at that pass from Gallagher, and Murphy, so close. A fantastic save from Fabianski to knock it onto the post there. But Inaki Williams makes a good pass to Tolisso. Tolisso does have the ball, but I want to ask you here, is this a penalty? Because I don't think I did anything here. Inaki Williams, I think it was, just flops. Like, I watched the replay because there's no way I foul him. Like, he goes over, look, watch. I'm facing the other way, he trips over my player's back foot, and he just flops over. So they get the penalty. I thought that he was going to go left. I think I dived quite late as well, like the reaction of my dive was really, really slow. But sadly, I went left, he goes right, it's a goal, it's 2-1. They give themselves a chance to get back into it, which I thought, I don't want this early on to lose a game. I mean, yes, he's got better players than me, but I want to try and keep my win streak as high as possible. Gallagher nearly making it 3-1, which would have been fantastic, because as you see here, Elia has loads of space, cuts it across. I don't do well enough to get rid of it, and then Elia picks it up again, the loose ball, cross that goal, a fantastic finish, making it 2-2. Nothing I could do. It was right at the end of the game as well, 85th minute. I was never going to stop it. My defence was just not good enough there. I didn't do well enough to clear it instead of just leaving it in the box. So it does go to extra time. Full time though, looking at the stats, I felt a little bit hard done by. I felt a little bit like I deserved more because he had 6 shots with 3 on target. I had 17 shots with 10 on target, and it was 2-2. And going into extra time, they get the first decent chance, but we do just about get it away, and it's saved very, very well from our keeper there. I think his name is Coutinho, which is an odd one, but a very, very good save. Again, we're now in the second part of extra time. We pick it up in the midfield. It's all about that build-up. It's all about finding that space, making those good passes. Murphy finds Berahino, who he brought on in extra time, and Berahino keeps his strength, passes it across. It's a sweaty goal, but it's a goal nonetheless. Lee gets the goal, makes it 3-2. I didn't feel bad for sweating it at all because the guy I didn't think deserved to be in extra time. But again, another run down the wing from Elia. He's all over us, open goal, but he skies it. Boys, that was massive. If he should have scored that, and if he did, that would have been 3-3, and it probably would have been going to penalties. Literally last seconds here of the game, we get it to Murphy, who then knocks it over the cross here to Lee, who finds... Oh no, he took the shot. I thought he found Hedges, but Hedges actually gets the rebound. My mistake. But we do make it 4-2 in the last minute, and that is all sure right. They do get a chance right at the end here, which they actually do score. It's a great finish, a great volley, but it's not enough for them to get back into it. So that was full time. 2 games, 2 wins. We make it straight into the semi-final. First time of asking on the Weekend League qualification cup. So again, more points and more coins. That's the most important thing. We get ourselves another 748 coins, which is massive, absolutely massive. In 2 games to get 1,500 coins was huge, absolutely huge. It meant so much, and it was pretty good. As you can see there, if you missed it, just sit back. We had to change our team a lot because of fitness, and that is the team we came up against. It was not the right time for me to have to change all my players and change who I was using. I technically had better players in, but I didn't have the chemistry I was after, and this guy had both the players and the chemistry. And first chance of the game, Borja Valero tucks it in past Coutinho. A nice simple finish for him. Now this game was really, really frustrating. It was one of, if not the last game, no, it was the last game I played on this account before going to bed. It was like 5 in the morning. I was pretty tired by this point, but I wanted to keep playing. I felt awake enough, obviously, to play, coming off of 2 wins. But Villa picks it up, gets it again, and it's a goal. It's nice and straightforward. The little 1-2 with Gamiro was way too much for me to defend against. And he goes 2-0 up, and I thought, like 15 minutes in, this isn't a great start. But Berahino picks up the ball. Berahino is really good in this game. His ability to like dribble and keep possession is very, very good. The little passes here paying out very, very well. We get a bit of luck there with Ruddy picking up the rebound off the post, but it's a goal. Ruddy was in the right place at the right time. But you guessed it, after I score, they pick up the ball, and Gamiro, bit of a lucky bounce, but I got a lucky bounce to get my goal. It's only fair that he gets one to make it 3-1. I was a little bit annoyed because I felt I was starting to build some momentum, but straight from his centre then he just waltzes through my team. A bit near the end of the first half now, we pass it around nice and well. Berahino with a nice little touch. Again, I get lucky with a deflection going straight to my player, but we get the goal. I think that was Rafinha. He was again in the right place at the right time, making it 3-2. Just after their kickoff, after that goal, we pick up the ball nice and quickly. We run at his defence. Berahino with a nice little run there to take the defender out of the situation, takes the shot, and we get 2 back-to-back goals, nice and quick, in quick succession, making it 3-3. And again, I then felt, you know what, we've got a bit of momentum here. We've got something going for us. Right on the stroke of half-time, he just misses it. It was so close. I'd have been so annoyed after that brace to go straight back down. But apart from possession, where he dominated me, a very, very even game. Into the second half, he came out all guns blazing. He absolutely came out all guns blazing. He had about 5 or 6 shots in the first 5 minutes, and the last one of that going in with Borja Valero, making it 4-3. It's about 5 minutes from full time here. I get it out to Saliba on the wing. Saliba across the goal, straight in. I was so pumped. I was so like, yes, we got it back in. 4-4. I'd be able to hold on to extra time. This is in injury time, 90th minute, and I'm stressing at this point. It's just in and around my box. He gets it to Villa, and Villa buries it. Bottom corner, literally 90th minute. It was right at the end of extra time, and that was literally me taking centre there to finish the game. I did get my first loss. It sucked. It was 5-4. It was against a great team though, and I think we played pretty well with a team that wasn't my good sort of chemistry team, but it is what it is. We get ourselves another 700 coins, which is fantastic. I had a little look, 3 things sold, including Martinez for 500 coins. And that took our total up to 5,000 coins, which I was thinking, that's actually incredible. To have 5,000 coins already after 3 games is really, really good. So I thought, you know what, let's improve the squad. 3 positions I wanted to fill. We got Rodriguez in for left mid. We got Foster in for goalkeeper. And at right back, we got in Norton. Now, I also did improve my centre back. I brought in, I forgot his name, Dunk, but that gave us full 100 chemistry, all English team. So guys, that is the team we're rocking with right now. I'm really excited for this RTG. If you've enjoyed it, leave a like, leave a comment if you've got any ideas for players you think I should be purchasing. But for now guys, I'm going to say thank you for checking out the RTG episode 2, episode 3 is coming soon. Look after yourselves.